So I think we're back online on Facebook and Mixer and maybe Twitch. We'll see if it says YouTube. So the problem I have is it's not. I'll set up an event on YouTube. Hey, we're back. I'll set up an event on YouTube, and now I've lost like the two people who were watching. Dear Restream, something is broken, or YouTube has changed something, and please fix it. I've been doing this for a year, and the week that I try to make hardware upgrades, I can't stream to all your services. So, effing fix it. This is making me not want to use your service anymore. And I had one guy who was available for chat, and he helped me by telling me how to set it up. And then he's overworked, so it takes him 10 minutes to respond every time. I don't even know if I'm live on YouTube now, so. And now I've got to load Facebook again because the other thing is, in order to get the chat to work, you have to turn the video to public. All right, now it's public, and now you should be able to chat. So I appreciate your patience. So pissed right now. But I'm going to see if I'm on everything, because you know I have to double check. That's the thing. I can't just turn it on and go, oh yeah, hey, am I live? Am I going? Doesn't even say I'm going. Online. Should be doing Lego stuff, but instead I'm mucking with this. All right, that's good. It says I'm live with that commission design, but I don't. Okay, whatever. If you're in one of these, yo, Jerry 514, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Live on YouTube and Facebook. I hope everybody comes back. Twitch and Mixer, nobody subscribes to me on that anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, that took 15 minutes out of what I could have been doing on this, but let's get back to it. So frustrated. Okay, so I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Let's just do this. Let's just work on this and try to be in a happy place with some Lego. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill all these rooms with tiles. And I think to make it look deck platey, I'm going to do 2x4 tiles. Jerry, I don't know if you've caught any of the rantings lately, but I am not happy with my choice of streaming services. Which is doubly upsetting because I have so few followers and subscribers that I almost feel like, why am I complaining so much? Should be a learning exercise, but I also feel like, man, it's been a year since I started doing this. I should have this knocked out already. All right, so that's going to be how's that floor look? Yeah, I don't like it that much. Let's do this. Let's put these guys down here. And we'll just stagger these. Still want to make it deck platey looking, but. So I'm on Restream, and it should be going to, because it might not be. Oh, I just did. I just checked. I'm on Twitch. The problem with Twitch is I'm not gaming. and there's just no community for Lego building on Twitch. I know that there are other people that use it, and I'm a little frustrated with the whole thing right now. Last time this happened, I was like, I'm quitting. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then somebody on another group was like, when do you stream next? I'm like, never. So this song is great, but you can't hear it. Okay. That may be too loud. And honestly, I don't know what to do to get more followers or subscribers. I feel like I'm doing the exact same thing all the other Lego streamers, and maybe it's just not enough. I'm also trying to do more just regular videos, and that's a new thing recently. But I don't know. Feels like I'm missing something somehow. So I don't know how I'm gonna do. There's curved tiles, but they won't go around that, I don't think. I don't think they're called macaroni tiles. Oh, I guess they are. Yeah, see, these are the same shape, so. I don't know if I want it. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, it's a struggle. I was on Restream's Discord today, and there's a couple of people who are like, "Yeah, this happened to me too." Oh, it's so close. I need something in between that. Or I just raise the whole thing up. Let's see if I will raise the whole thing up. I think I'll just do. I am happy I got my shelving done, half of my shelving, so I have a better background. We'll see. I don't think I have. I think they're small round wedge plates. I think it's just round plate. That's too big. Hi, Allie. Do you want to just wander around in here with me for no reason? So you need half of that. I guess they don't make that. Or if they do... Whoa, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that piece before, ever. Interesting. So I've got Voltron, I've got speeder bike, I've got the cars. I'm going to put 2 more shelves up over here that are going to have, like, I don't know what I'm going to put on those. Some mocks, I think. I've got my owl mock, and then Yellow Submarine, some other ideas sets I think I'll put up there. Yeah, I guess I don't know how I'm going to do that. So let's do that. And then oh, this is, no thank you. Oh, with the minions? My guess is then it's yellow. That would make sense why I don't recognize it then, because I'm not a Minions fan. Well, this sounds like somebody was trying to do a Transformers soundtrack or something. Right, that's as far as I want to go in with the floor there. Because I want to build up this center. Now I do want a big round piece. Actually, no, I want a raised. Blue? Alright. Is it a piece of suspenders or something? Part of their pants? It seems like every time a new song comes on, the volume goes up. Pants. Thanks, Glenn. So I'm very happy that I at least figured out how to get the Facebook chat in here. That's at least something. Oh, I'm trying to remember what that little bit looked like. An 8x8 tile. All right. I don't want to do 8x8 anyway. Hey, Glenn, I don't know if you saw this is what I was drinking. This I just saw this. I didn't know that was available. Dragon's milk. It's not very high ABV, but it's smooth, creamy, and legendary. Oops. Guess I'll fill this in because I don't know what I'm gonna. Just so they're easy to get at. What do I want to do about the? Can I do a fence panel? It doesn't look right. I don't like that either. I'll tell you what, this is going to be another one of these control things, so let's just do. Sounds interesting. I'm just drinking some Redemption whiskey. Jerry, I'm doing a commission for I don't know who. This guy who approached me on Rebrickable asked if I would do this. He has some students who are doing some. He's doing some stop motion animation with, and he wanted to have something that they could do, kind of a hallway scene in the Death Star or a Star Destroyer or something like that. So that's what I'm doing. And I found out how much he can pay for it. So this will be the probably last time I work on it because it wasn't a whole lot. And I get it, he's a teacher and has limited resources, and that's fine, but I also don't want to break my neck doing something that's not, gonna net me a lot of money either. I'd rather work on Go back to microfighters if I can help it. Just throw some of these in here because these are always fun. Redemption Whiskey. Beth and I have been getting in a lot more bourbon lately. And I think she feels like she needs to drink more of her people's offerings. Her being from Kentucky and all. That's not what I wanted. I think these are longer than 2, so I can't put these in the middle. Oh no, they aren't. Don't know what I'm going to do with those end ones, but... Hi, Allie, can I help you? That's okay, you know, because I'm just doing stuff in here. Give Beth a bunch of crap for this, and then I end up using her computer. One of these is all gray, and I can't remember which one it is. Not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Okay, well, I thought it was. It's not high enough anyway. Alright, good idea, not this show, right? Just want a little guardrail or something. But I don't want it to be like those fence things. Maybe I'll just do those fence things. What's your favorite creator car? Well, I only have these 4. And I still want to get the Mustang, so I'm not really sure yet because I don't have the Mustang. But I hear that one's pretty good. So far, I like the bus. I think I like the bus the most, the VW bus. I think it was the most fun to put together, and I had to put it together twice because it came apart. My cat jumped on the shelf in our old place and done took it down. So I had to put it together twice. It was pretty fun. I also, when it kind of blocks that whole thing, doesn't it? The aesthetic of the Death Star terminals. So my grandparents had a VW bus, and we would go on trips, not camping with them because we had our own tent, but we would go on trips with them, and it was a camper van, so I mean, it was really cool. All the seats were it's exactly like the build. All the seats moved all over the place, and the thing popped up at the top, and you could sleep one person up there, and the seats folded down in the back. You could sleep another person there, and they had a little fridge in there, and they had a little table. And the side door would open completely up and kind of open out, and you could put an awning. You could attach an awning to it, or you could completely attach a tent to it. So you'd have like a tent that was like zipper attached to the side of the car. So you could have a tent with, like, if you ran a heater, it would kind of come in the tent a little bit. My family ended up with the tent, and Beth, without making too many sudden moves, I want you to come out here. Despite the cat giving you a bunch of crap. Look at this thing. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, she just wants to be she wants to be famous.
I think she just wants to be close to you.
Maybe, I guess so. I don't know why. I'm not that cool. Anyway, so I think because I had a childhood link to it, that's probably why I liked that one so much. They also had a Beetle. My family had Beetles. And that was pretty cool, but I think the bus was the one that stuck with me. I haven't got the Fiat yet either. I hear that one's actually kind of hard to find. Got all the things I want to get, man. Uh-oh. These don't come in that color? Okay, those do. I feel like I'm stepping on something. Yeah, whatever's going on here. It's fine, it's just so effing loud. What's your most wanted set currently? So I've got two orders on, I got two back orders. Well, one back order and one pre-order. I've got the pre-order of the Razor Crest. That's August, I forget now. And then I've got a back order of the NASA. I'm sorry, Lunar Lander. I get a little focused on this and then I forget what I'm doing. So I'm waiting for the Lunar Lander to get here so I can monkey with that, because I'm a big fan of the space stuff. And I painted myself in the corner with that. But in terms of like, if I could have any set out there, I don't know. I mean, everybody wants the $800 Millennium Falcon. The problem I have with that is I don't have anywhere to put it. I've got a kind of a big, table about this big that's kind of square, or not that big, that tall. It's fairly tall for a table. It's like a bar table. And it's, I don't know what that is, 2.5 feet, 3 feet. So it could fit it if that was the only thing on it. And I feel bad about relegating an entire piece of furniture for that, but I've seen everybody else do it. So, I mean, that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to put together. I mean, not have to store it. But there's other older Star Wars sets that I really want too, like the Republic frigate. I've always liked. Not really anything. I mean, I don't really have any Holy Grail sets other than that. I do have the Saturn rocket. It's sitting in pieces over here. Because it's going on, it'll be going on the other shelf over here. Right up here. I suppose I could put it on one of these two shelves too, but I thought having the Voltron and the rocket kind of bracketing each other would be pretty cool. So I have the Saturn rocket, and I got the Women of NASA, and I got the Lunar Lander, and I got the International Space Station. So I think at one point in the past, I've had one or two shuttles. They weren't like official NASA sets, but I mean, they were pretty close. All right, so I'm going to call that done. That's a pretty good little workstation, right? Actually, I don't like this. I wish there was a computer tile, or computer. Maybe I can do that. Computer panel. Panel pattern. I think we looked at this and they didn't really find any. Ooh, what color can I have that in? Not gray. Okay. These old school computers, I love them. I love pulling these out of my storage and not tile. Computer decaling or something. I don't think we found anything last time. I think I looked and there was nothing. But there, I have a feeling there is something from like a Rebel base or a Hoth base that has, what is that? Cobwebs? Oh yeah, I don't know what that. That had like the old school, not old school, but the Star Wars glass with the circles and the like the trajectories and planets and stuff like that. Yeah, the Slave One UCS. So I will say that my newest project, other than just continual microfighter development, is to I have three old UCS UCS sets. I have the Tantive, the TIE Interceptor, and the X-wing, and I just finished the X-wing. So basically, I just pulled the instructions out, went through all my parts, found all the old parts, put it together. I got the A-wing, I got the X-wing, so now I want to go back and get the Y-wing, the brain fart B-wing, and then I guess a brick vault version of the U-wing because it's a minifig scale one. But there was a UCS type independent mechanical pattern that was developed by the designer, and that you can't get it anymore. That's kind of, yeah, I don't want that. That's too big. Let me just type computer pattern and what comes up. That'd be a cool one. What color can I get that? White. Oh yeah, that's the old. That's white as well. So I want to get those. That's going to be quite a bit of cash because I can probably source some of the parts from Bricklink, but the rest I'm going to have to get. Little Bear, have you ever built the Lego Death Star? I have not. No Snowspeeder? The Lego Death Star, neither version. I don't have, as much as I like Star Wars ships and Star Wars in general, I don't have a lot of the Lego sets for that. I don't have the big Executor. I don't have any Star Destroyers. I think at one point I had like a fair-sized Venator, but I never really got the huge sets. The biggest sets I ever got were the UCS sets. So it's only white. Yeah, but this is pretty cool. How can I do that? Could do a hinge, but then the hinge plate would have to be back there. No Snowspeeder. The UCS Snowspeeder? Yeah, here's the thing. I would really like to have an actual Nebulon B set. I like the sets that are unique. So like, I think they've only had 2 or 3 B-Wings. That's pretty cool. I don't know how many X-Wings they've had. Slave 1, they've had Slave 1 and Millennium Falcons, they've had a ton. And it gets kind of, you don't want to keep buying the same stuff over and over again. And there's just so many ships that they could do, that they could release from Star Wars, but they can't do any Legends stuff. So, all Alright, this is maybe not. That was alright. Okay. I'm spending entirely too much time on this. What about you, Jerry? Other than the Slave One, what else do you want? Are you? Tell me this. Are you excited for the? Are you excited for the? The lat gunship UCS that they're gonna do? It's a little better. Also, that doesn't have to be a tile. That can be a plate. Okay, moving on. Club Brick. What's up, Club Brick? I feel like the Club Brick is the... There's like an umbrella Club Brick kind of thing, and then you have to figure out who you're talking to at Club Brick. So it's like, is this King John himself, or is this somebody else? Let's see, that's 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. I'm painted myself in the corner with this because now I can't really see it. What's that? Number 3? It's exhausting looking for assets. You're like, where did I have one of these before? Alright, some nice shiny deck plates. Right? Nice and shiny. Those tiles won't pull up on those plates at all and warp everything. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be good. Hellcat, what's up, Hellcat? Lag gunship is mad to me. I'm with you. Thanks, Jerry. There's 8 of us in the team, 4 of us currently active on the channel. Fantastic. Oh. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm glad that YouTube is working for me. I've been having such problems lately. Alright, so this hallway is not connected at all, so we shall move this over. It's a little loud, but whatever. God, Every time a new song comes on, it's like, here's my song. It's so loud. Let's do. My eyes are dry AF right now. I need to get. The AC is just blowing on my face since I started. Vent is right there. It's just like keeping the equipment cool though. All right, so this is gonna be this. If anyone's played Battlefront, Battlefront 2, there's a level in the Death Star 2 where you are you're going after the two weapons, because you go in and you turn off something, and then you go another step and there's weapons things. And then the last one's like you turn off the shuttle bay and something else. So one of them's like the turbo laser control, and one of them's like the main weapon control. And this, I think, is the main weapon control station. My cat is just laying in a box of Lego over here. So I'm going to make this thing where there's a couple little doorways here, and I'm going to make a big green laser firing over here. I will fire you over some tips in Discord on how to boost your views and subs. I have been studying the YouTube and analytics for about 5 years now. I appreciate anything you can give me, because I've been doing this for about a year and I got nada. And you know what? Honestly, unless this pays for itself, there's really no reason for me to have like a huge amount of subscribers or anything. It's just nice to interact with the community. So anyway, this has a railing on it as well. So I'm going to do this. This person's just going to have to buy all the railing. Actually, I think I want that farther back. Time is up. Oh, I got 26 minutes. Rush build, rush build. Let's see, so let's do a 4x4 dish. And these can come in neon green, right? Trans bright, trans neon green. Yep. That's a little bigger than that area, so let's. Golly. Yeah, Battlefront 2 is my. I can't stop playing it. Like that's the. I've got a handful of other games, but. But I will never stop playing Battlefront. And I'm going to make this a viewing window here. Alright, so then I need antenna. Play that one. Come on, locking up on me. What's going on? Having a real good stream now. Don't F it up. All right, so here's the trick. It looks cool like that, right? But I gotta attach it. This is alright. It's one of the few games I'm max level in. So, yeah, all my heroes are max level. All my assault and heavy and all the soldiers are max level. I'm still working on my starfighters. Oh, and the latest release that had the kill, get 5,000 kills to get the new Maul robot leg thing. I don't know that I'm ever going to get that done. But I'll give it a shot. I usually just play Starfighter because that's all I really want to do. Sounds like I'm about to start a training video at work. These dishes, the clear ones have a hole in them, don't they? Oh, I guess not. I think some of them do, but... Alright, well, I'm just gonna kind of cheat a little bit. Let's do, Oh, yeah, that's a good... Thanks, Glenn. Jesus saves. Yeah, I'm alright with this. Is there any trans clear hooks of any kind? Link that together. Clip. Let's just do clip. Find out. Oh, you want to do an experiment? Okay, so we just saved. Save. This should break everything in the world. Let's give it a shot. Oh, look at that. So no clips that are trans clear. How about a headlight? Do headlights come in trans clear? Booyah. Nope. So it's going to stick out a little bit. Well, other than like kind of the smaller snafus at the beginning, I'm kind of impressed with the way the stream's going tonight. I'm gonna release that. Don't anybody go nowhere. And then push it back a little bit. Wish I could use that program that well. Unless it's gotten better in the last 4 years, I couldn't get things to connect together right. Oh, you mean Studio? So there's something, yes, something in the last 4 years, and I'm going to show you a thing that they've done, which I wish I had when I was building my giant Capitol, is that they've got this thing now called Connect, this thing up here, where you can basically say, it's probably easier if I do it like this. You can say, you can tell it what points you want to connect, right? So this would be all the available connection points on the back. The empty space, the pin coming off, empty space pin, or on the front, all the studs. So you can pick that stud and you can tell it to connect to that empty space. So the problem that I was running into, and this was a huge thing, when I was doing, I don't know if you've seen the giant build that I did last year. It was 65,000 pieces on this program on a really not great computer. And so my problem was I would have these huge grouped assets that I was trying to get to then snap into place because I needed to know if the math that I did worked on them for like domes and round parts and stuff. And and every time I would drag it over, I could sometimes get it where if I left it alone, picked the part that I wanted to connect with the mouse and then drug it over, like the whole group, I could get it to connect that way. But for the most part, because there was all these weird angles, it would just, it would try to hit all the levels of all the pieces kind of coming into it. And it would just be impossible. And I'd have to like deconstruct it and rebuild the whole subgroup piece by piece. This would have saved me so much time. It's such a, I don't know if that exists in like LCAD or MCAD or LDRAW or Mechabricks or whatever else where you can kind of connect 2 points. But it was a huge help for some other things. I haven't used it a whole lot since then because everything I'm doing is kind of small. Hey, Jamie Rainbow commented on my link. It's not my link, it's Beth's link. All right, so I like the little laser there. So now we gotta fill in a little window here. So I'm gonna do some trans clear 1x4 panel. And then some 1x2 brick, trans clear. Now I'm just going to tie it all together in the roof. This needs to come up. I need to tie the roof together here. This needs to be a 6. Yeah, that snap 2 was just great. It was a lifesaver in some cases. I think I'm going to do fluted or grill bricks along the top here. And I know I have some down here somewhere. Just to give it a little aesthetic. Oh, did I take it? No, I copied it. Okay. And then do 1x4. This definitely sounds like Transformers. What is going on with this? Something's hinky in here. Why is it trying to... Is that slightly higher? What is going on with this fence? Worked over here. Oh, that's because that's... Are these fences like specifically not... 1x4 by 2. So it should just be... Why is that higher? Glenn, help me out. What's going on with these pieces? Look at that weird gap. This has just got to be a... Okay. Well, that's frustrating. Thanks, Bricklink. And see, now it's too low. But you can see there's a collision right there. Nope, not that way. Ugh. Okay, well that's gross. So I'm just going to have to remember that it's there, and I'm not the one building it. Better than nothing, right? Okay. Now to tile the whole thing off. Around. 1x1 rounder. Ah. How much time do I have? Just going to throw these in here for fun. Alright, let's go back over here. It's going to be a 2x4 plates. These are all going to be Oh, I forgot about this nonsense over here. Modified. All right. So these are all going to be 1 by 1 bricks. Turn that off. Brick. Sometimes I forget what keyboard I'm on, and I thought I changed you. There we go. And because that's offset now, this thing won't go on it. Junk. With the actual F. With the linear F. Oh, because that didn't get lowered. Got a friend who's streaming right now. My phone is blown up. Alright, finish this little floor area in here and call it golden. Bam. There is your Death Star hallway control center. Shouldn't be a TIE fighter pilot, but whatever. Voila. So, right on time. It's my hour and a half. Got your control panel for your big laser out there. Got a hallway, little control panel room. I'm going to call this good. Save. Already saved. Cool. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and saying hi. Club Brick, Hellcat. Anything you send would be great. I'll take it to heart. I'll do what I can. I'm limited with hardware and software and stuff like that, but I'll see what I can do. I appreciate the tips. Glenn, as always, thanks for being here. Jerry, thanks for being here. First one on YouTube, letting me know that everything's working okay. And just thanks for being here, everybody. And I hope to see you guys. I'll be here Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet because obviously the commission's done, but maybe I'll do some more work. If I get anything in the mail by then, I can build more microfighters, or we'll just do more designs. So thanks for being here, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.